They just treat me like a, they just treat me like a, they just treat me like a, they just treat me like a villain, cause they hate me like every time I'm turning on the television, trying to steal my fucking essence, shooting me off with they venom, but my suit is black, man, so they treat me like a villain.
Subtle of heart. Now, real quick, I want to answer Tanko Beats. He said, that does remind me of the AMS video. He said, beta male mindset wants to sleep with one girl 1,000 times, and an alpha wants to sleep with 1,000 different women. Well, the one thing you need to understand is that a true alpha doesn't get his validation off of how many bitches he fucked. And don't get me wrong, Alpha Male Strategies is the one who inspired me to start this channel. But in my opinion, it's obvious that he gets a lot of his validation from how many hoes he has. Now, I'm not knocking the brother, but just because you want to fuck one bitch or 1,000 bitches doesn't make you alpha or beta. You see a lot of these YouTube niggas, they're overcompensating. A lot of these niggas got their heart broken. A lot of these niggas was ugly as fuck growing up. That when they get older, they put that bitterness spirit onto you guys, and they corrupt your mind to make you think that because you have to fuck 500 to 1,000 women, that you're alpha. So just the fact that you're trying to fuck women to prove yourself as a man makes you a fucking beta male. Because think about what a simp does. He buys trinkets, he spends money, he does all these things to get these hoes. Well, essentially, a guy who doesn't actually want to fuck 1,000 women, going out there to prove to himself that he wants to fuck 1,000 women, is the same type of beta. There's different types of beta, there's different types of simps. There's financial simps, there's character simps, guys who sell out who they are for women. There's guys who want to prove that they're the man and they're fucking 1,000 bitches to prove that they're worthy as a man. That's a form of simping. When at the end of the day, bro, simp is just a man who does and lives his life specifically for women. And a lot of these niggas might tell you that they don't do these things for women, but at the end of the day, that's all they're fucking talking about. And what you focus on is what you are in life, bro. And it's no diss to the brother, it's no diss to niggas who do that, but I'm just being honest with you. A lot of niggas who sit here and say that, oh, you need to fuck 10 bitches a month and 20, 30, 40 bitches a month, they have a huge void in their life and they're trying to fill it with women. At the end of the day, an alpha spiritually is just a righteous man, a man who's in control, a man who has morals and values and lives his life for the Most High. But even on the 3D aspect, an alpha man is a man who makes his own fucking rules. Because at the end of the day, you can't call yourself a fucking alpha and you listen to a nigga say you need to fuck 500 bitches to feel like you're alpha male. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, an alpha can create his own principles as code. And if you're a spiritual man, you follow the laws and codes that the Most High created, and you create a life that makes you happy and makes you fulfilled. So that's a huge myth that these niggas are sitting here telling niggas that because you're not fucking 5, 10 bitches, you're beta. Nah, nigga, do you think that King David was beta because he had only 4 wives? He's obviously one of the most quote-unquote alpha men in history, bro. So whenever it comes to niggas saying that you need to fuck 1,000 bitches to be alpha, that's obviously fucking bullshit, bro. That's obviously bullshit, because it doesn't matter about how many bitches you fuck. It's just about how the woman in whatever relationship or whatever interaction sees you. If you have a woman that's your wife and she submits to you and she sucks your dick every night, she follows your lead, are you a beta because you're married? Fuck no. It's just in reference to how the woman sees you in life, bro. Hey, did you want to add to anything, Swint?
Yeah. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah, my fault, man. You know, I had some technical issues, so my fault, bro. And to all the audience, man, all y'all brothers, my fault. I know you held it down when I was gone, but what you saying is facts, bro. You know, the amount of women that you have doesn't determine how much of an alpha you are. Like, that's some of the most erroneous shit I done ever heard, man. I'm not, you know, like, I ain't knocking the brother, you know, respect to AMS, you know, he does his thing. I'm not hating for all, you know, man, you just hating. I'm not hating on the nigga. I'm coming from a biblical truth perspective. Like, that's one of the most erroneous things I've ever heard. Solomon had 700 wives and concubines, man. But he's one of the most beta males of all time.
Facts, bro. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he was led by, and you got to understand this too. The fact that a lot of these men are fucking women, they're being led by the woman, bro. Because at the end of the day, they're chasing the high. I'm not saying these niggas are chasing bitches, but they're chasing the priority. And real quick, my boy Nathaniel just said something. He said, Christ said he's Alpha and Omega, and he ain't fucked no random bitches. Excuse my language. He served the Most High, had self-control, and saw his purpose with priority. Facts, bro. Like, at the end of the day, a righteous man, bro, a man, and he's the leader of Israel, bro. He's the leader to salvation. So Christ wasn't fucking hoes left and right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, at the end of the day, bro, yeah, women are a luxury to this life, bro. But at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas who are constantly fucking bitches, they're just following their lust, bro. And at the end of the day, if you follow your lust, that means that you're not in control of your lust, which means you're being led by it. And just the definition of a quote unquote alpha is that you lead yourself. So if you're being led by your lust, technically you're beta, if you want to use those terms.
Yo, that's definitely true, bro. That's most definitely true, man. You know, Yahweh Shah, he what he always say, I'm about my father's business. And he even had to check his own mother one time about that. You know, like, you know, and not in a disrespectful way, of course, because the scriptures tell us to honor our father and mother. So Yahweh Shah wasn't disrespectful to his mother, but he told his mother, like, I'm here to do my father's work. You know, it's not time yet. You know, because I'm here to do my father's business. He was always referencing the father, and his purpose was to serve the father in what the father wanted him to do, which a lot of his ministry was about repentance, you know, and turning back to the father. That was the main point, or one of the main points of his ministry. But, you know, righteous men, especially in this society, man, how can you call yourself a righteous man and be out here just trying to knock down hoes like
all the time? I'm not saying you can't fuck hoes. It's just you gotta have balance and control with it, bro.
And I wanted to actually get I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because I wanted to get a precept on that. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So that's the Most High's not telling us we can't fuck hoes. There were prostitutes in the scriptures. You know, men have always, you know, dealt with women throughout history. Our nation of men, we've always dealt with women throughout history. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, viewing women as concubines and doing what you do with a concubine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a false balance, that's when the Most High sees issue with it, because that causes you to put that honestly, that's breaking the first of the quote unquote 10 commandments, because you're putting that woman in a quote unquote God-like way and not the Most High. You're actually your God. You know, a lot of niggas talk about how the Kemet niggas and all that talk about how the black woman is God. Well, red pill niggas may not say the black woman is God, but when your whole purpose is to do whatever you can to get pussy, then the black woman kind of is your God too. Yeah,
in a sense, bro, the red pill is just a form of. I'm not saying it is, because obviously it's not across the board 100%.
Yeah, of course.
But essentially, bro, if you a nigga, let's say you an average nigga, bro. Let's say you don't really got much in life, and you start working out, and you start getting your money, you start improving, and like these niggas say, you solely do it for the purpose of women. You're a fucking simp, bro. Because the simp is doing the same shit. He's just taking his manhood and his fucking money. You're doing the exact same shit because I'm guilty of this shit, bro. Because when I first found AMS, before I was kind of quote unquote beta in the sim, and then I thought and I had a falsehood that I was an alpha man because I was getting my money right, getting my shit right. But when I looked in the fucking mirror, I still felt I was too skinny. A nigga was buff as fuck, still think I'm skinny, making $7,000-$8,000, thinking I still needed more money. You know what I'm saying? Had a decent following on YouTube, thinking, damn, I don't got enough views, bro. So at the end of the day, niggas is talking this big shit about how you need to have. And another thing, so I want to break down. One thing that a lot of niggas say, and AMS said this, is he said, you can't be an alpha male if you're not a business owner. Now, I get where he's coming from when it comes to being, pretty much he's saying you need to be in control, which is true. But nigga, I have a security job I just came from at 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The owner, this nigga's a huge business owner. This nigga had bars, this nigga had this. The first day I fucking met him, he's like, yeah, man, you know, I had $1 million company, blah, 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 blah. This nigga's sitting here telling me all this shit about his business. I don't give two fucks about it. And at the end of the day, I checked a guy who had a millionaire thing because this nigga was trying to talk down. I said, hey, bro, I don't like jokes, bro. Don't talk to me like you got jokes. Nigga, respect me. That nigga was overcompensating, but he has a business, so he's quote unquote alpha. Alpha or beta, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not based off of external shit. It's based off of internal, bro. It's all based off of internal. You can have 1,000 bitches and be the biggest simp. All these famous niggas are quote unquote have all these bitches and are pussy as fuck, bro. All these niggas like Jeff Bezos have all the money and they're quote unquote beta as fuck. All these niggas with $1 million followers, these niggas can't say one thing out of line and they lose all their shit. So are these niggas really alpha or are these niggas really beta? You can't measure a quote unquote alpha or beta mindset off the external. It's all internal. Because you could be a guy living like Christ. You could be broke. You could be a guy the world doesn't know who walks over. But at the end of the day, if you have dignity and respect for yourself as a man, and you stand up, you're a true fucking alpha. Let me ask y'all a question. Why is it that in the society we live in, we have all these niggas with money and all this shit, but men are more pussified than ever before? Because regardless of all the external shit, they don't have the true alpha essence. And in my opinion, bro, the alpha essence, the true alpha essence comes from the Most High, because the Most High exudes masculinity. He breathes masculinity into you as a man. When you get that spirit inside of your fucking blood, you get that abundance mindset, knowing that whatever you do, no weapon shall prosper against you. When you get that power of the Most High, you get that spirit, you get that, I'm not afraid of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about shit. You're not worried about the outcome. And you don't have to have a fucking $1 million or 10, 15 bitches. You know that the Most High is going to put these things into your life, because the Most High is abundance, bro. So at the end of the fucking day, a true alpha male is somebody who gets that internal validation, and it comes from the spirit of the Most High, bro.
Man, you said a lot right there, bro. I agree with what you're saying, man. Like, you know, that's where your true, you know, riches are stored up. They're stored up. We're not focused on storing up riches here. We're not focused on this society. We're focused on storing up riches in the kingdom. You know, we're not perfect, but we're storing up our riches in the kingdom. That's what we're setting our affections on high, not on the things that we can see, but the things we can't see. You know, and just a touch on the alpha male thing. The most alpha thing a man can do in this society is be comfortable being completely against society. You know, that's the most alpha thing a man can really do. And a lot of the times, most of these guys who are telling y'all on YouTube to do this, and this, the quote unquote self-improve, you know, in regards to improving your life so that you can, you know, be hypergamous as well, quote unquote, and attract all these Babylonian broads, that's not really something that you should be a message that you should be, you know, taking on, because that's not a message that, you know, is going to get you, you know, closer, you know, to the kingdom. That's not a message that's going to get you closer to salvation. That's not a message that is against society in any way. That's not a message that's against, you know, the spirit of this world. The most alpha thing a man can do is be completely against the spirit of this world when he has everything trying to drag him into the world. That's where you really stand alone. And that's where you go ahead.
And that's the true quote unquote red pill. Because I always tell Swin, I always tell Ref, I always tell a lot of dudes that I'm close with is, bro, quote unquote red pill. If you watch the Matrix, Neo left the Matrix entirely. So when niggas sit here and say they're red pill, but they want you to get more worldly shit, how the fuck can you actually damn, I lost my fucking train of thought. Oh, but if you're still living of the world, you can't really say that you're quote unquote red pill, because you're still working through the Matrix, bro. If you want to use that terminology, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's so true, man. You know, and to leave the world completely, that's going to come at a cost too. You can't be a man. You can't be a man who's left the world and be a multi-millionaire business owner. It's just not going to happen. You know, it's honestly, the niggas can say, "Oh, that's a limited belief." No, that's just not gonna happen, man. You're not gonna be a man who's left the world completely, who doesn't care about the affairs of this life, who only cares about who has kingdom vision. You're not gonna be a man of that caliber and be able to, you know, be a quote unquote alpha male, quote unquote high value man. You know what the society calls a high value man. You're gonna be quote unquote a low value man in what society deems low value. Because you're going to be a man that is not really concerned with the affairs of what goes on here. Your focus is not on being able to achieve as much as you can in Babylon. Your focus is on achieving all the things of the spirit that the Most High is pleased with. You know, and I got a precept. This is Psalms chapter 149 and verse 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure with his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. It don't say he going to beautify the business owners with salvation. It don't say he gonna beautify the high value man with salvation. You know, it don't say none of that, man. It don't say he gonna beautify the alpha males that done been with 1,000 bitches with salvation. It says he gonna beautify the meek with salvation. The meek, because that's the thing. That's why I gave the pretext that you can't really be a man who is seen great in the world and also be a man of the Most High at the same time. It's kind of impossible to do so, because in order to embrace this truth in the most in the way that we really should, you're gonna have to sacrifice the affairs and the things that are gonna make you seem great amongst men in this world. That's what comes at the cost of being a righteous Israelite.
Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.